As a consequence, the only thing that we can draw from on this is that we call on you, Mr. President, to invoke Section 143 of this Constitution. Because what it means is that this matter is not to be investigated. It is clear that this offense has been committed by Mr. President. If it has been committed, do we now say the violation of the Constitution is what we have to take for the shortcoming of the executive or Mr. President? Or we don't believe we want to run our country like a banana republic where expenditures and the role that the National Assembly is supposed to perform is taken away and expenditures can be incurred by the executive without recourse to the National Assembly? So, Mr. President, I want the Senate to resolve that what the President has done is procedurally wrong. It's a violation of our Constitution. It must be condemned, and of course, the consequences that are contained in the provisions of Section 143 of our Constitution should be invoked.
If we have a chief executive who doesn't want to behave according to the Constitution, we follow the Constitution also to handle such a chief executive. And there's no way to, there's no other name to call this except that this is an impeachment offense. It's an impeachable offense, and we cannot allow that. We cannot stay here and Nigerians will be, the assembly will be taken for granted. Nigerians will be taken for granted. It should not be so, Mr. President. If you say that you are a man here, you can stand up to be counted. If you say that you are here on behalf of your people, this is time to stand up and get counted. We're talking about Nigeria. We're not talking about anybody. We're discussing about our country. This is our country. And things should be done the way it should be done, not the way things are done. So I rise and support this motion.
But we should know that Nigerian democracy is set to last for generations upon generations, but will be tested. So in my own way, I believe that the monies that are spent for security is worth it. But we should be calling for the refund of that money and for due process to be followed for us to be able to achieve what we want to achieve. We have seen so much bloodshed, and there's a need for us not to circumvent the Constitution, not to circumvent the laws of the land, in an attempt to achieve some certain ends. So in my own way, I do not think we should impeach the president, but we should demand that the money be returned to follow due process to the end.
We should look at this as a bipartisan issue, as a security issue, which I appeal to my colleagues to look at it that way, not PDP-APC affair. Because this is a PDP conspiracy. I've mentioned it again, because I heard what was going on. The discussions were going by PDP senators and their leadership, some of them. This is a time to tarnish Muhammad Buhari's image. We cannot get him on anything. But this simple thing which the president has taken in the interest of Nigeria, I'm coming now. So my appeal is, please, let's look at this expenditure rationally. Let's look at it as Nigerian leaders. Look at it as senators who are ready to do anything possible to improve the security of Nigeria.
As some of you realize, I'm sure you all remember that it was September last year, September 2017, I think it was even August 2017, we're on recess, when I got the message from the US ambassador that the Senate committee at the Congress of the United States wanted to visit us because they had got a request from President Trump to approve for payment to Tucanos, but they needed Congress approval. And Congress wanted to come to Nigeria to speak with their counterparts and we all had to come back from our vacation. And I led the team with the House of Rep members and members here. And we met the members of Congress on this issue. This was in August, September. So to give them assurance. So definitely we were aware at that time of the issues. Between September and February, with all due respect, there were ample time for the executive to have carried us along on this issue.
Nigeria.